Welcome to another video where I share my crafting, knitting and crochet projects, some homemaking, baking and all the joy I find in these everyday tasks. Living my life with joy, love and gratitude. Today will be a busy day, so I eat a good breakfast to get me started for all of the tasks that I'm planning today. I am in need of some breads for the house, and I decided to mix my batch one day earlier than planned because we have friends coming over tomorrow and I think it will be a good idea to send one of these home with them. This dough is started with some instant yeast and ferments for 24 hours before it gets baked. I mix each bread's dough in its own bowl, and these have plastic lids, so it makes it much easier to bake them. For each bread, I add 375 milliliters or grams of water, half a teaspoon of instant yeast, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and 3 cups of cake wheat flour. I mix it until all the ingredients are combined. I then put the lid on and let it sit in a warm spot until the dough has doubled in size. I absolutely love this recipe because there is no stretch and folding, no kneading, so simple and easy to make. As soon as the dough has doubled in size, I will pop them into the fridge until I'm ready to bake them. Now, when you have coffee with friends, there has to be something to enjoy with the coffee, so I get straight back to work and mix a batch of my apple and cinnamon bun dough that also ferments for 24 hours. I will bake it tomorrow morning just before they arrive. This morning we woke up to the most beautiful sight. The whole farm is covered in fog. I love these beautiful mornings. Time to get these in the oven. I just love how the dough just slips out of the bowl into the hot pot. Better get these cleaned before the dough dries. The breads are out of the oven and wow, they are always a winner. I start with the apple and cinnamon buns by chopping 2 apples into small squares. Dividing the dough into 2, flatten each piece, add butter, then the apple and some cinnamon sugar. Roll up and cut into 8 pieces, so 16 in total. I place them on their side in a baking dish and then they rest for 1 hour in a warm spot before they go into the oven. That was delicious. It was such a lovely visit. We took a little walk outside and just chatted so much. I was a bit sad when the visit came to an end. Today I am wearing my cozy faux cable socks. The pattern is written toe up only and I will link it for you in the description box below. Today is another beautiful day. And of course, I have more bread baking to do. I'm adding the edge to the blanket for Fluffy, and it is almost done. I started a hat for myself, even though I'm not really a hat person. We went to town to get some food from the shops, and when we got home, I put on my apron and started my favorite task, putting away the shopping and filling my containers. And it is already time to prepare dinner. Today I am making a veggie bake. I boiled the vegetables until 50% cooked, add some slices of bread to a prepared baking dish, adding eggs to a shaker and some milk. Then I add the vegetables, add cheese on top and add the egg and milk mixture. And then I bake it at 180 degrees Celsius for 25 to 30 minutes. Today I'm cleaning another piece of this garden bed. I still have a long way to go to get through this one. This space had so many baby trees, it was like a baby tree nursery. I later had to call in some help from my husband to remove the bigger trees, like this one. I know it doesn't look like much, but it is already looking so much better, and I know I have a long way to go with this garden bed. But I'm taking the approach of progress over perfection, and eventually I will get through this one. After all that work, we had breakfast and some coffee, and I worked on my hat for a little bit. I also made a batch of sourdough cinnamon rolls for an afternoon treat. We found these a bit too sweet. I will have to try this again with some adjustments and maybe some whipped cream. I have finished the hat. This is the 1898 hat on Ravelry. It is a free pattern. This is what it looks like. My hat is a little bit uneven because it has not been blocked yet. You might have seen in the video that the hat did not look like this when I was knitting on it, but I had even with stripes and then I ran out of the purple. So I ripped back and I increased my lighter color stripes. So this hat is made with Knotty Habit 3-ply DK 100% superwash merino yarn in the colorway Cherry Pie and Sabelle. I used a total of 86 grams of yarn for this hat, and I used 4.5mm needles to knit it. I have no idea if I hit gauge or not, but I made this exactly as per the pattern and it fits on my head. So I still have to wash and block it, and when I washed and blocked it I will show it to you again in the next video so that you can see what it looks like. I started the hat on the 23rd of April 2025 and I finished it on the 28th of April 2025. I couldn't put it down. I also finished the blanket that I was making for my dog Fluffy. It is a crochet blanket and I used the pattern Corner to Corner Moss Stitch by Plum. It is a free pattern on Ravelry and I will link it down below this video for you. I started the blanket on the 25th of August 2024 and I finished it on the 28th of April 2025. Right, so I started at this grey corner and worked my way up, and I ended at this pink, purple and beige corner. So when I was done with the blanket, my friend was here and we were talking about what type of edge would I put around it, and she suggested a linen stitch border with a picot edge. So that is what I did. I did 2 rounds of linen stitch, and then I just did single crochet and picot stitches for the border. I really like this little blanket. It was made with mostly double knit yarns. All of the yarn that was not so nice to knit with when I was making the Battenberg blanket, the knitted Battenberg blanket. And so I decided to crochet with them, and I put them in this blanket. So I used a 4.5mm hook, and this blanket weighs 452 grams. So yes, very happy about these 2 finished projects, and let's see what I get up to next. Everywhere I look, I see leaves turning, and the evening air has become so cold that a cardigan is necessary. Winter is fast approaching here. I hope that you are doing well wherever you are in the world, and remember to make time for the real treasures in life. Thank you so much for spending some time with me over these past few days, and I will see you soon in the next video.